Here are 10 top marketing trends you can't ignore in 2025. Let's get straight into it. First up, we have TikTok SEO. What if I told you the landscape of SEO is completely changing? Less people are using Google and more people are using social media to answer their questions about companies and products. In fact, 94.6% of internet users between ages 16 and 64 visited a social networking site in the last month. In that same month, only 81.8% visited a search engine. That's right, people are now discovering products, researching brands, and getting advice all from social media. And it makes sense if you think about it. Social search is really convenient for people because they're already on social media. Plus, the search results are updated in real time since people are constantly uploading new content. 44% of Gen Z and 33% of millennials get their product information directly from social media. Users are also looking for educational content and tutorials in the same place. So if you have an e-commerce brand, if you are an investor in any e-commerce brands, make sure you're meeting your customers on social media where they're already asking questions. Nearly 90% of marketers say that social optimization is now a very important part of their overall strategy. They're using hashtags, adding alt text, placing keywords and captions just to make their content easier to find. So it's up to you to think, is there any way that you can make your content more searchable and easier to find on social media? Another way that brands are appealing to social search is by using TikTok search ads. Launched in 2023, these ads appear within the organic search results inside TikTok. And TikTok says they boost performance. 70% of ad groups that were tested using search ads achieved a lower cost per acquisition than those who did not. Specifically, the beauty brand Clinique saw a 441% increase in conversions just using search ads. And if you're wondering, yes, Instagram and Reddit have both released search ads themselves. All in all, your customers are already on social media trying to learn about you. And this is a good thing. I mean, marketers now have the ability to organically capture, educate, entertain, and sell to people all in one place. So if you want our advice, step up your social SEO game before 2025. Pop quiz. What macro marketing trend is absolutely set to take over the industry in 2025? Let's talk about personalized marketing. Obviously, there's no better way to communicate with your customers than tailoring your messages directly to them. With recent advancements coming in tech and AI, this has never been more of a reality. And you can bet that it's going to be critical in 2025. I mean, searches for personalized marketing have doubled in the last 5 years. And 80% of consumers say they're more likely to make a purchase if personalization is used somewhere inside the customer experience. One report actually said that 90% of shoppers are willing to share personal information about themselves if it means they'll get a cheaper or easier shopping experience. This particular one I did mention in a previous video, but I think it bears repeating. Crate & Barrel's View in My Room feature on their website. It makes total sense. I mean, somebody's obviously a lot more likely to buy something for their home if they can see it inside their home before they make the purchase. The Rise of Personalized Commerce study showed that 70% of businesses who used personalized marketing reported seeing a 200% ROI from it. And I believe that in 2025, we're going to see AI tech delivering hyper-personalized product recommendations to people using real-time data and tailored to somebody's individual preferences. So if you haven't already, take a look at your customer data, see if there's anything that you can do with AR, VR, AI to create a more personalized experience for your customers. All right, next up, let's talk about customer support and AI in 2025. Today's consumers expect a response to their problems immediately. Zendesk reports that more than 72% of consumers expect an immediate response from businesses they're trying to contact. But only 56% of consumers felt positive about their customer support interactions over the past year. Another study found that 90% of consumers feel that an immediate response to their question is either crucial or very important. Now, if you're concerned about this logistically, keep in mind that 60% of consumers did say that an instant response is any response that comes in 10 minutes after they reach out. All of this to say that if you're not using some kind of a tool to generate instant responses to your customers, you're in trouble. This high demand for attention and support is leading a lot of brands to actually provide their customer support on social media channels. The Sprout Social Index Fund found that 51% of consumers believe that the most memorable brands are the ones that respond to their customers on social media. Spindrift is one example of a company that's prioritizing fast responses on X. They often post replies to their customers' questions within minutes on the platform. And people agree that their responses strike the right tone with their customers, with their brand. They're laid back, humorous, but helpful. Now, for some businesses, I mean, providing 24/7 support on social media is a huge task, and it stretches CS teams to the limit. And that is why people are implementing AI chatbots. We're going to cover those in a little bit, so stay tuned. Here is a content must-have for 2025. User user-generated content. I'm sure almost everybody is familiar with UGC at this point, but it's really important for two main reasons. One, it gives you trustworthy content that you can use to bring in customers organically through paid ads, through influencers. And two, it does some of this heavy lifting that normally could only be done by online reviews or testimonials. Search interest for user-generated content has more than doubled in the last 5 years. The American Association of Advertising Agencies reports that 96% of consumers don't trust ads. And shoppers are 2.4 times more likely to say that UGC is more authentic than branded content, which makes sense. When somebody creates a video about a specific product or service and it feels authentic, that feels like a testimonial. It feels like a review, like a recommendation from a friend. So it makes sense that these are more trustworthy to shoppers. And this is big. 79% of consumers say that UGC has the highest impact on their purchase decisions. Let that sink in. That's more than professionally branded images or celebrity endorsements. Not only that, 56% of consumers say the main content they want to see from a brand is UGC. Long story short, it's no longer optional. UGC is super important and consumers are expecting that to be the bulk of your content. And a lot of people think it's hard to get, but users are excited to share their experiences about a brand or a product as long as that experience is positive. Let's take the travel industry, for example. 89% of consumers say they would create and share content about travel destinations after a positive experience. 85% say they're happy to create content about their favorite restaurant, 65% about their favorite beauty products, and 62% about their cars. Now, just a little bit of advice. I've created loads of UGC for different brands across different industries, and overall, the way that I would start is by identifying those few bullet points that you want to communicate to your potential customers. That could be the quality of the materials of your product, the time-saving or money-saving benefits from your service, whatever it is. Write down those bullet points, give those to your UGC creator, tell them these are the things that you want to communicate, but let them make the rest of the decisions. You want that content to feel authentic, like it came from them. That's how you get trust-building, high-converting UGC. There's obviously more details, but that's the most important thing. If you have any questions or you want advice on UGC for your brand, drop us a comment below and I'll try to help you out. Do you know who the advertising giant is going to be in 2025? It's YouTube ads. Search growth for YouTube ads has grown 126% over the last 5 years. The platform's global revenue is up to $8 billion per quarter. And did you know that digital marketers who use YouTube ads have the potential to reach 1.7 billion new users every single month? Grammarly, a cloud-based typing assistant with 30 million users, utilized YouTube's full funnel ad strategy with a dual focus on long-term brand building and customer acquisition. The result was a 9% higher ROI compared to traditional awareness ads and a 13% increase in conversions with the same ad budget. Digital marketers at Kayak also launched a series of funny ads on YouTube. The goal was to inspire people to get back to traveling after the pandemic, and the ads aired on YouTube's connected TV. The campaign was able to reach 1 in 4 US adults within a month, and conversion rates increased by 7.5%. Now, I know YouTube ads may not be the perfect fit for every single business, but if you're creating YouTube content already for your brand, definitely take a look at YouTube ads. Once you do, you'll have your own organic content to help build trust and build your audience without any extra ad spend, in addition to your paid ads that can create conversions out of thin air. It all boils down to this. I mean, the more that you can keep your customers in one place, the easier, the more effective, and the cheaper your marketing is going to be. Here is an AI integration that every business needs in 2025. A chatbot. A survey in US adults found that 40% of consumers are interested in using chatbots. It also reported that 80% of consumers who interacted with a chatbot had a positive experience. Now, digital marketers are using chatbots in a whole variety of ways. They are driving people through the sales pipeline, answering questions, and making specific product suggestions to people. In one survey of B2B marketers, 82% said that AI chatbots are a super valuable addition to their sales and marketing strategies. WhatsApp, a platform with over 2 million global users, has been one of the most popular ways that marketers have implemented chatbots to achieve their goals. Marketers can use the platform to send reminders to customers, to introduce opportunities for cross-selling, and to deliver hyper-relevant promotions. Tata Click, a luxury e-commerce brand based in India, launched a chatbot marketing and sales campaign in WhatsApp back in 2021. They achieved a 57% click-through rate in their WhatsApp communication and attributed $500,000 in sales to the app in 1 month. Now, for context, that ROI was 10 times higher than their normal marketing channels. There are more than 300,000 34,000 active chatbots on Messenger, and more than 8 billion messages that go back and forth between consumers and brands every single month. Now, because of this huge opportunity, a lot of businesses are adapting chatbots, and more companies are emerging to provide these chatbots to brands. One example is ManyChat. ManyChat has already raised over $23 million in funding and recently acquired the customer attribution tool Converlytics. In a nutshell, this tells us there's still loads of room for growth in this space. Now, while most chatbots are associated with super complex AI machine learning algorithms, there's also a demand for very simple chatbots. They're also known as accessible chatbots, and one of them is called LandBot. Unlike many complicated chatbots, LandBot uses a very simple decision tree system. According to the company, this makes setting up a chatbot a lot easier and more intuitive than some of these more complex AI chatbots. No matter what your business is, people are always going to have questions, and as the data shows, they're going to be expecting a quick response. A few hours could absolutely be the difference between a new customer and somebody who went to a competitor. If you're looking at improving your CS in the next year, definitely look at AI chatbots. Let's talk about how influencer marketing platforms can help you 10x your sales in 2025. Influencer spending is growing 3.5 times faster than social ad spend, and it's expected to keep growing by at least 14% by 2025. For a little context, businesses spent an estimated total of around $2 billion on influencers in 2023. 65% of businesses plan to increase their influencer marketing spend, according to a survey conducted by BigCommerce. Now, of course, influencer marketing is nothing new, but as it proves to be effective for a whole slew of different kinds of businesses, more and more influencer marketing platforms have arrived. For example, SparkToro is a software that's designed to help businesses quickly identify the exact YouTube channels, podcasts, and personal brands that their audiences follow. In contrast, Upfluence is more of a database with over 3 million different influencers that users can search and sort through, as well as email outreach features that allow you to contact influencers directly inside the platform. As any brand owner knows who's tried to implement influencer marketing, one of the hardest and time-consuming parts is finding the right influencers. These platforms help shorten that time, reduce the stress involved in this process, and help you get influencer marketing off the ground for your brand. Next up, let's talk about the new landscape of niche email marketing. You're probably already using email marketing for your business, but in 2025, we're expecting to see a lot more niche email marketing platforms rise up. So what do I mean? Instead of a one-size-fits-all tool like MailChimp, these niche email marketing platforms tend to focus on one feature, like newsletter design or simplicity. For example, Substack differentiates itself from the MailChimps of the world by focusing on relatively niche use cases, people who have a list of paid newsletter subscribers. Search growth for Substack has increased 4,550% over the last 5 years. Substack's pricing model is also pretty unique. Instead of just charging a monthly fee, Substack just takes a small percentage from every single user's revenue. And in exchange, users can get started for free. The platform takes care of sending, billing, and all the other tasks associated with running a paid newsletter. Now, if you're a YouTuber, a content creator, or even an investor, this one will be interesting for you. It's called SendFox, and it's a traditional ESP that's more focused on content creators who are likely to neglect their email list. Now, as every creator knows, you're always at the whim of the algorithm of whatever platform you're using. If tomorrow Instagram or TikTok or YouTube changes their algorithm and you no longer get any traffic, there goes your business. The only digital channel you can completely control is email. Once you own your list, there's your business. And that's why SendFox was started, to help creators protect their audience. You can create a simple, aesthetically pleasing email list for your subscribers in minutes. If you'd like to know more about niche email marketing platforms, let us know in the comments, but in the meantime, check these out and see if any of them are right for you. All right, let's talk about the changing landscape of SMS marketing in 2025. The US SMS marketing industry is projected to grow to $12.6 billion in 2025, and that's up from $5 billion in 2020. According to Gartner, as of 2016, the average SMS open rate was as high as 98%. That's over 4 times the average open rate for email, which is around 21%. Now, this is why a growing number of companies are adding SMS marketing to their stack. One of the leaders in SMS marketing is Twilio. The company offers a full cloud communications platform, including API-based SMS marketing functions, email, phone calls, chatbots, and more. An emerging competitor is the Netherlands-based MessageBird, which also supports voice, WhatsApp, and other platforms. MessageBird raised $200 million in Series C funding back in 2020, giving it a $3 billion valuation. The company is backed by Spark Capital, Excel, Y Combinator, and more. Now, if you're in e-commerce and you're looking for an SMS marketing tool, check out Yotpo, Attentive, and Emotive. Yotpo has already raised $436 million to date. Meanwhile, Attentive has raised $863 million. Emotive is the smallest of the three, but has still managed to bring in over $100 million in funding. There are loads of SMS marketing platforms out there, so if you find one that you love that I didn't mention here, make sure to drop us a comment below. All right, this next trend means that at this point, we've probably already lost some viewers. And that's okay, because if you're still here, you're ready to leverage shorter attention spans to grow your business in 2025. So yes, people are spending more time on social media than ever before, but they're spending less time on individual posts. In the early 2000s, one researcher ran experiments tracking people as they used electronic devices. At that time, the average attention span on a device was about 2.5 minutes. The researcher reran this experiment, and now the attention span is 47 seconds. Other research shows that people's attention spans on social media are even shorter. For example, recent data shows that Gen Z loses focus on an ad after 1.3 seconds. And users also prefer really quick content on their feed. According to TikTok data, nearly half of users say that videos longer than 60 seconds are stressful. And their data shows videos lasting 11 to 17 seconds are the most successful. As you might have guessed, Instagram users prefer a similar time frame, with reels between 7 and 15 seconds. When compared to other trends like VR and AR, live audio, podcasts, short-form video is the clear winner for marketers. And 33% of marketers are planning to invest most in short-form content. With 2 billion monthly active users, YouTube Shorts is quickly becoming the go-to for short-form content. Now, if you're looking to get started with your own short-form content, you can always drop us a comment below, but I recommend starting by thinking about your whole video as a hook. What do your users care about? What do they want to learn? What's going to improve their lives that you have specific knowledge about? There's a million prompts to get this stuff going. If you have any specific questions, please drop them below. That's it for today. Now remember, we've scoured millions of searches, conversations, and mentions across the internet to find and identify these trends. And we've got a lot more. If this kind of content is helpful or interesting at all, I'm so happy to hear that. Let me know by subscribing, hitting like, dropping a comment, and if you want any videos around any specific niche or specific type of trend, let me know below and I'll try and make a video just for you. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.